everybody, Zach again, newtutor.com. Want to come into a video. I get questions. I get lots of questions. I get questions about, hey, you know, they hear you're living off grid. How are you living off grid? How are you doing your laundry? And so how does your wife do that? And so we're going to go through a laundry and water video today. Here's how we do that. When we're living off grid, we have no services except one phone line that we power with a solar panel. And so that's it. I mean, we're not connected to the grid in any other way, shape, or form. And so we have to generate our own water. We have to do our own laundry, and we do it all by hand. So this is our laundry station during the summer months. We do it outside, and so we built this laundry station. It has a tank, 250-gallon tank that we have set up, and then we have our washing station, which we have usually another pan out here, but and then the spout where we get our water from, and then we keep this full from well water that we have here on the property. And so this here is how we just basically do our laundry. But right now, because it's right now it's 21 degrees outside, or 23 or whatever it is, and so we have brought everything inside, and that's how we do our laundry. And I'll show you that in a few minutes, but I wanted to show you first how we get our water to do our laundry both inside and out, and then we'll go inside and show you how the process is done. Okay? Okay, so this is our well that we use for our main drinking water. We get all of our drinking water out of here. This is a 160 foot well, and it always stays about 40 foot from the top. Or, I'm sorry, is it 40 foot from the top? Yeah, 40 feet from the top. And it goes down to about 20 feet from the bottom. So we always have access to 100 feet of water. And we have tried to pump this dry. We sat here one time an entire afternoon with some friends and actually tried to pump this thing dry and could not do it. And so we're excited that this is a very good producing well for us. And so this is how we get most of our drinking water right here. And we still filter this water. We run it through our Berkey filter. But I mean, it's pretty good water. It came back with negative E. coli results or anything like that. So it did have some chloroform bacteria that came back, but that is mostly harmless. And most wells will have some of that. It was a pretty good well that we had dug, and it's been successful for us. And now we have 3 wells on the property. 2 were here when we already got here. Both of them never go dry, and those were hand dug back in the 1800s, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so this is our well. This was dug back in the 1850s, we believe, or 1840s, and it's always, the water is right at the top and never goes dry, and it never freezes. It's 21 degrees out right now, and the water's fine, and we've had it in the single digits, and the water stays fine. It's always full, and it always it never freezes. So there you go. And so this is what we do to get our water.
Well, this is what we do to get our laundry water. We have a well pump that we use for our drinking and other washing. But I get my laundry water from here. Sometimes they'll put it in tanks for us. My husband and my father will put water in tanks, and I can just fill my laundry buckets from there. But because it's so cold, the tanks get frozen. So because a well is underground, the water doesn't freeze underground. So what I'm doing is getting water for laundry for tomorrow, and then I'll keep it inside overnight, and then it won't be frozen in the morning. So I'm just going to get my bucket down there and haul my water up. Sometimes I can throw my bucket down all right to get it full, and other times I can't. There we go. Alright, so I used 2 buckets for my wash today, so I'm filling 2 buckets. Sometimes I'll fill 4, depending on whether my mom does her laundry or not. So today I'm good. I only have to do 2 buckets, and I already did 1, so that'll be it for today. So I only have to carry 2 buckets back to the house.
So there is our laundry water. And it looks real nice and clean. It's always pretty crystal clear down there. But it's about 20 foot deep, 15, 20 foot deep, whatever. And never freezes, but all of our tanks right now, our water tanks are frozen. And so we're lucky to have this well.
Yeah, thank goodness. Otherwise, We have to be defrosting water.
And even our other well, we have to sometimes defrost the spout to get it to work. So this one always stays good to go. So, all right, we'll bring you inside and finish this up. Okay, so we're here inside, and this is how we do laundry in the wintertime. Again, we don't have any facilities, or the closest laundromat's 20 miles into town, so we're going to do all the laundry here. But in the wintertime, it's cold, and so we bring it inside so we can do it inside. And so this is our bathroom, and you see we have our setup right here, and this is our bathtub. And all we do is I'll let her tell you. All right, so tell me what you're doing.
I am using what's called the breathing mobile washer. If you look at it, basically it has a apparatus in there that moves the water in and out and creates...
I can't see that, it's like too dark. Oh. There we go, yeah.
It creates suds.
Okay.
All right, so I mean, it's just basically kind of like the movement of a washing machine. You can see the clothes moving around in the water. So you got to make sure you get enough water so that your clothes can move around, so you're not just pushing your clothes down. The reason, well, when they sell this thing, they say use the 5-gallon bucket, which works awesome if you have just a couple things, or maybe one pair of jeans or a few t-shirts. But I think this works really good. My bin here works really good for a whole load of clothes, and I use it because it's deep enough. You want a bin that's deep enough so you can get enough water to move your clothes around. So then I just go at it. And I probably would say I do this for about 10 minutes. And then I'll let it, in the course of that 10 minutes, I'll let it soak, and then I'll come back and do it again, and let it soak a little bit, and come back and do it again, depending on what else I have to do that morning. But, and then if you have a soiled piece of clothing, you want to pull out and check and see if you got most of the stuff off of it. And if not, you can, rub it with your hands or use a washboard or something like that.
Okay, so how long does this take you to do your laundry? I mean, every day. I mean, you're not doing it every day. You're doing it every few days. But what do you...
Well, I mostly do it every day if I can. I don't like to make the clothes pile up, because then you're doing more than one load at once, and that's just too much. But,
so this is one load, right? This is all the laundry you have today.
Yeah, this is all my laundry today.
Okay, and so how long does this take you?
Probably a good half an hour to wash, and then I need to hang it up. So, however long that takes.
Okay, so a couple hours a day?
No, not a couple hours. Maybe an hour.
So an hour's worth of work, basically, and then you take this out, because we use the bathtub at night to wash our, to do showers and stuff.
Well, I'm going to show you how I do it. So I got my bucket sitting there, and the bathtub is awesome. I love doing the clothes in here, because if my spill goes, it's gonna go down the bathtub. So then I just set my wash tub here. I take out my plunger. I just put my clothes in the wash tub, because I'm going to get my wash tub up there to wring the clothes. So you can see the water's pretty dirty. I mean, you never really see the water in your washing machine. So you don't.
Oh yeah, because it all drains out and you don't see that in the washing machine.
So it kind of seems like, wow, clothes are real dirty, but okay. So I'm gonna lift this up here, and to my laundry basket, which I'm gonna rinse out because it's a little bit dirty.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna dump this. I'll let this drain out while I wring my clothes. Caleb likes to help here.
That's all farm dirt down there.
Okay. So then I'm
That's the farm dirt that I get on my clothes every.
Whoops.
It's basically you're just pushing this through, and it's draining out. And what is this here?
This is a wringer.
And where did we get this at?
We got this on Amazon. When we bought it, I was think it was like $170, something like that. But that was, wow, maybe a year and a half ago now. So I don't know what they are now.
So about I think they're about $170 or something like that on Amazon. These were really good ones too. I mean, these were like heavy duty ones, and this will last a long time. And so yeah, I mean they're well made.
So you just crank your clothes through, and what you're doing here is you want to squeeze out your clothes before that you put them through the rinse, because you see all this soapy water coming down. So if you just dump your clothes directly into the rinse, you're not going to get all the soap out. You want to squeeze the soapy water out before you rinse them.
Yeah, and so you're basically you're running all these through, and then you're going to run them through again after you rinse them. Right now you're just getting the soapy water out.
Right.
And it all just comes out the bottom there. I know, Caleb. Hold on.
It's also a good workout. So you can wash your clothes, save on electricity, and not have to go to the gym.
Yeah. This is your arm workout, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, very good.
Now, putting the jeans or the pants through is a little bit different because you don't want to break your buttons, you don't want to break your zipper. So you want to make sure your buttons and your zipper go through flat. They don't go through flat.
Oh, he's unhappy. Oh, no!
Well, this is the normal, everyday washing period for Caleb. He doesn't like it when Mommy doesn't give him full attention. So this is the boys' bedroom. Now, if you're like me and you have boys, you don't have any clothes that really need to be hung up, except a few winter coats and other things. So basically I've turned the closet into my clothesline. So I'll hang up the socks here, and then the other clothes I can hang between on hangers. So I have my shirts and pants and whatever hanging this way, and then the socks hanging from the clothes rod. So that works out really good, and they usually dry in about 24 hours that way. And those are the cotton things. Now the cotton things really don't drip, but the synthetic fibers like polyester and other things like that, shh, you're okay. They will drip. So for those I hang them in the bathroom, so they can drip in the bathroom. So that's what we do in the winter.
Very good. And then outside we have clothesline that we hang in the summer.
Yeah, and if there's good sun and it's not raining or freezing, then we'll hang the clothes outside there.
Very good. Okay, so there you go. That's how we do our clothes in the wintertime. And in the summertime, we're outside doing it. But in the wintertime, it's just too cold. And like right now, I think it's 21 degrees outside. So and rather than going to a laundromat and paying and to do laundry, and we even make our own laundry soap here. We don't buy our laundry soap anymore. We make our own laundry soap, and we use, I think, the recipe from the Duggars. Like if you've ever seen that show, I think it's on TV. The Duggars have their own show, 19 Kids and Counting, whatever. We use the Duggar family recipe for making our own soap, and you guys can do that too. So I'm not buying soap. I'm not paying for laundromat. I'm not paying for electricity. I'm doing everything off-grid here in my own home, and we're saving money, and we love this lifestyle. It's a little more work, and you get a little bit of a workout. My wife gets a little bit of a workout when she does it, but what's the alternative? You go to work every day, and you have to pay for daycare for your children because your wife is working, and you're not raising your own children, or you go paid. You just throw the clothes in the laundry, and and are lazy because you're not doing the actual work yourself. And here we're getting a good workout, we're saving money, and we're actually being able to interact with our families a little more by doing it this way. And so we like this lifestyle. We like living off grid, and we're going to continue to live off grid. We've made this lifestyle choice. We've moved away from the city. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm 20 miles from the nearest gas station, and I love it. So, all right, we'll leave it at that. Go home, read your Bible. Thanks.